Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am Ali Aurangzeb from Faculty of Computing Science and IT. So today we will cover the topic operating system and utility programs. These are the objectives of this chapter. So as you know that what is a software? So computer software basically is one of the set of instructions which tell the computer what to do. So software might be the consist on the programs, the documentations, and the algorithms. So when we give the instructions to the computer and computer perform the different tasks. So there are two major divisions of the softwares. One is the application software, another is the system software. So uh, in a system software, the type of the software might be these are the programs that control or maintain the operation of the computer, or these are the some type of the software that manages computing devices in which operating system, utility programs, and device drivers are might be consist. So the operating system is sometimes we can say that the platform. Operating system is one of the resource manager. Operating system provides the interface between the end user and computer hardware. Every computer must have at least a one operating system to run the other programs, and the type of the applications like the Chrome browsers, MS Word, Offices, games, and that might be uh, run or performed by the operating systems. So operating system are not only the type of system software in the field of computer or IT, but there are different or additional softwares are available in which the utility programs are also available. A utility program is one of the system software that helps the user to analyze, the configure, monitor, or help or the maintain their computers. Most of the operating systems include a set of basic utilities for a users and additional utilities that could be downloaded if needed. For example, a backup software that help a user to create or backup copies are required for the file on their computers, and a device manager that helps a user to install a new hardware such as a mouse, USB, and other is disk cleaners that helps user to free up space on a storage device. File managers that allows users to manage the files that are stored on their computers. Another are the task managers. Task manager are the monitors that summarize the computer performance for the users. And along with the utility programs, uh, another are the device drivers. So as you know that students, we can install the graphic drivers. Uh, there are a lot of the hardwares, and operating system might be the control different type of resources or hardware resources. So uh, and a device driver is one of the these type of the software that contain a set of instructions that a command computers program operating systems on how to communicate with the hardware so that it can function properly. Like device drivers might be allow the communication between the operating system and all the devices like mouse, keyboard, printer, and uh, etc. So, as you know that the operating system is also one of the system software. It's one of the uh, software which act as interface between the end user and the computer programs. So there are, we can say that the operating system is a resource manager, so manage all the resources. So the functions of the operating systems, there are different types of the different functions of the uh, operating systems. Number one is it manage the computer resources such as the CPU, memory, disk drives, and the printers. Another function is it might be establish user interfaces, and third one is execute and provide the services for application software. So keeping in mind, however, that much of the work of an operating system is hidden from the users. So along with these three functions, there are a lot of the hidden working functions are available that might be performed by the operating system. So in a particular, the first listed function, managing the computer resources, is taken care of without the user being software of the in a detail. Furthermore, all the inputs and output operations, although invoked by an application program, are actually carried out by the operating systems. So much of the operating systems are hidden from view, as you will know when you are using an application software packages, and this requires that you want to invoke the call into action the operating systems, so the both user interface and execute softwares will be established. Another the features of the operating systems or the disk management that used to manage the drives installed in a computer. For example, the partition drives, format drives, assign drives, and the latest. Another the hardware management that manage the interaction between the hardware and software, uh, as well as different hardware devices. Another is the graphical user interface. It provides and manages the user's interface that interact with the graphics and visual content on the computing devices. And there is I/O, input output management, managing the signals received from an input device and sending the correct signals to an output device. Uh, Another is the process management that manage the applications and the resources used by the applications on a computing device. Another the file management that manage the storage of files and folders on your storage device. Memory management that manage the data stored on a computing device is memory, and once the processing is complete, this function tend to free up some space. Storage management that process to you improve the performance of data storage resources. So as you know that the cross platform applications, the platform, we can say that the platform means the operating system. So there are different type of applications are working on the multiple operating systems. When we use the different, or when we integrate the type of application with the multiple operating system like the Macintosh, like the Windows, like the Intel based so Intel based Mac, so we can say that these are the cross platforms. What is the booting? So it's the one of the process of starting or the restarting the restarting a computer. So it consists on the cold boot and the warm boot. So cold boot, we can say that the turning on the computer that has been powered off, and the warm boot, we can say that the restarting the computer that is the powered on. So it is a basically the major function of the uh, kernel in the operating system, and a kernel connects the application software to the hardware of a computer. The kernel is a computer program at a core of computer's operating system with a complete control over everything in the system. It is an integral part of an operating system. It is the one of the portion of the operating system code that is always resident in a memory. Uh, the kernel's interface is a low-level abstraction layer. When a process makes a request of the kernel, it is a called system call. So kernel might be the design in a different way, and they manage the different type of the systems call and the resources. A monolithic kernel run all the operating system instructions in the same address space for a speed, and microkernel runs most process in a user space. This central component of a computer system is responsible for running or executing the programs. The kernel takes the responsibility for deciding at any time which of many running programs should be allocated the processor or processors. So another is how does a personal computer boot up? So in step one, where your power supply sends signal to components in a system unit, so it's the responsibility of the microprocessor. The processor accesses the BIOS to start the computer, and the BIOS stands for the basic input output system. Actually, the BIOS are the routines of the operating systems. When you uh, install the operating system, so it is a necessary of the BIOS. So BIOS runs the tests called the post to check the components, point of sale terminals like the mouse, keyboard, and Dr. Cord. Another the post are the compared with the data in a CMOS chip, and BIOS looks for a system file on a USB flash drive like the CD and DVD drives. Another are the kernel like we previously discussed on the kernel. Basically, there are two major types of the kernel. One is the monolithic kernel, and another is the microkernels. So the operating system loads configuration information and display on a desktop. So another is the boot disk. So boot disk it contains system files that will start the computer when computer cannot boot. That also called the recovery disk. So a boot disk is a removable digital data storage medium from which a computer can load and run an operating system or utility program. So the computer must have a built-in program which will load and execute a program from a boot disk, uh, meeting certain standards. Another is the user interface. User interface is the one of the depend upon the GUI environment that control how you enter the data and instruction and how information display on the screen. So screen one of the little bit window. Another is the graphical user interface where you can in a command line interface you can only use the one of the single user operating systems, and you can type the command and you can perform the different tasks as you perform in the windows. So one of the icon based object we can say that they're displayed on the desktop. So these are the user interfaces, and user can easily interact with the menus and visual images like the button and the graphical objects are used, and the basic interface windows arrow interfaces. So single user or multitasking, the where basically when user perform the single task or like the uh, s- single user can perform over the task, we can say that the single user operating system. So when working on a two or more program they reside in a memory at the same time. So for example, foreground contains the program you are using, or background contains the program that are running but are not in a use. So the type of the example of the single or multitasking when single user perform the multiple tasking, and these are the uh, some management features which performed by the operating systems like the multiprocessing. In a multiprocessing that can support two or more processors running program at the same time, and the multi-user that enable a two or more users to run a program simultaneously. Fault-tolerant program continues to operate when one of its component fail. Add a duplicate component, as for example, such as processor, memory, and disk drive. So another is the memory management that optimize the RAM and the virtual memory portion of a disk is allocated to function as a RAM. So the memory management is a form of resource management applied to computer memory. So where the essential requirement of the memory management is to provide ways to dynamically allocate the portion of the memory to program at their locations and free it for reuse when no longer needed. Basically, this is the one of the critical to any advance of the computer system where more than single process might be underway at any time. So there are different the several methods have been devised that increase the effectiveness of the memory management, like the virtual memory system separate the memory addresses used by a process from actual physical address, allowing a separation of process and increasing the size of the virtual address space beyond the available amount of RAM using the paging or swapping to secondary storage. The quality of the virtual memory management can have an extensive effect on overall the system performance. So, how does an operating system schedule the job? So, basically, a job is an operation, the process where manages. So, job scheduling is performed using the job scheduler. Job schedulers are programs that enable scheduling and at a times take the computer or the batch the jobs or units of the work like the operations of payroll program. Job scheduler have the ability to start and control jobs automatically by running the prepared job control language statements or by means of the similar communication with the human operators. Most of the operating systems like the Unix, Windows, including the standard job scheduling abilities, a number of programs, including the DBMS, are the backup ERP or business process feature specific job scheduling capabilities are performed, and the major uh, job scheduler performs the job priority, availability of the computing resources, license key if the job is utilizing, execution time, number of parallel job, projected execution time, and presence of peripheral devices. So it is receiving the data from input devices and sending information to the output devices. When it is receiving, so definitely processing the instructions and sending to the information to the output, or we can say that the transferring atoms between the storage and the memory. So spooling is one of the technique. When we give the command through the printer, it's sending the print job to the buffer instead of the directly to the printer, and print jobs line up in a queue. So spooling is a one of the uh, stands for simultaneous peripheral operations online. Spooling refers to putting data of a various input-output jobs in a buffer. This buffer is a special area in a memory or hard disk which accessible to input-output devices. An operating system uh, that different also activities that perform the different activities in a distributed environment. It can handle the IO devices or IO device data spooling as the devices have a different data access rate. It maintains the spooling buffer, which provides waiting stations where data can rest while the slower device catches up. It can maintain the parallel computation because of spooling process as a computer can perform input output in a parallel fashion. So the major advantage. This pooling operation uses a disk uh, as a very large buffer. Spooling is a capable of overlapping input-output operations for one job with a processor of operations for another job. These are the device drivers. So, uh, basically one of the program that tells the operating systems to how to communicate with a device. We can say that's the driver. For example, if we install the LAN card drivers, basically it will be uh, one of the communication device. Local area network is one of the communication device, and their drivers might be uh, capable to communicate with the another communication devices, and their device driver might be with the plug and play operating systems automatically configure new device as a you install. So we can say that the installation of the hardware and the software is called the plug and play. So when we install the drivers or the any type of the applications, we install from control panel. Control panel, a window that uh, point to hardware and sound link, and click on hardware and sound link to display the hardware or the operations. It depends upon the version of the operating system. We can create the one of the internet connections, and also we can set up the internet connections with the Wi-Fi or the dial-up connections. Basically, it's a performance monitors. Performance Monitor is one of the programs that provide the assess and report information about the system resources and devices. And the network operating systems that allows the computers which might be enable to users to share the resources on a network, and where user have one of the username and the passwords. Also third party softwares, we can say that perform the maintenance type of the task that is called the utility. Another are the file managers, and the file managers perform the functions that related to the file management. It consists on the search utility and image viewer. So basically, a file manager or file browser is a one computer program that provides a user interface to manage the file and the folder. The most common operations performed on a file or group of files include the creating, opening, viewing, playing, editing, printing, renaming, moving or copying. Another is deleting and searching the file, as well as modifying file attributes, properties, and file permissions. Whereas folder and files may be displayed in a hierarchical tree. It depends on the based on their uh, directory structures. Some manage file managers contain features inspired by web browsers. Some file managers provide the network connectivity through the protocols, uh, and their type of the protocols we can use the FTP, HTTP, NFS, and HTTPS. Personal firewall that detect and protects a personal computer from unauthorized uh, institutions, like the file. Personal uh, firewalls differ from a conventional firewall in terms of the scale. A personal firewall will usually protect only the computers on which it is installed, as compared to the conventional firewall, which is normally installed on a designated interfaces between two or more networks, such as the routers, proxy servers. Hence, the personal firewall allow a security policy to define for individual computers, whereas conventional firewall controls the policy between the network that it connects. Uh, the per computer scope of personal firewall is useful to protect machines that are moved across different networks. For example, a laptop computer may be used on a trusted intranet at a workplace where a minimal protection is needed as the conventional firewall is already in a place, and services that require open ports such as file and printer are useful. So, where same laptop could be used at a public Wi-Fi hotspot, where it may be necessary to decide the level of trust and reconfigure firewall settings to limit the traffic and from the computer. A firewall can be configured to allow different security policies for each network. So when we uninstall the some type of the programs or the softwares, we can also use add the hardware or add the software or remove the programs and their associated files in a Windows. We can uninstall through the control panel. Another are the disk scanner. So it searches for and removes unnecessary files. This scanner is able to scan any disk which you see in any Windows operating system. It can be built in a ATA or SSD hard drive or external USB hard disk or flash card from your digital camera or the smartphone. Uh, so a scanner will start examine every cluster on the disk. Another is the disk fragmenter. So it recognizes the files and unused space on a hard disk so that the program run the faster. So disk fragmenter is a utility in the Microsoft Windows designed to increase the data access speed by rearranging files stored on a disk to occupy continuous storage locations. It's a technique that is called the defragmentation. Defragmentation or disk minimize head travel, which reduces the time it takes to read file from and write file to the disk. As a result of the decreased read and write time, so the Microsoft Drive's optimizer decreases the system startup time for the systems starting from magnetic storage devices such as hard drive. However, defragmentation cannot be run on storage devices such as solid state drive, USB drive, SD cards, and the flash memory. Diagnostic utility compiles the technical information about the hardware and some software that prepares the report outlining the problems. Also, the backup utility creates the copies, selected files, or entire hard disk on another storage medium. Most compress files during the backup to require the less storage space. Screensavers, it causes the monitor screen to display moving image or blank screen if there is a no activity for a specified time. To secure computer, a user configure the screensaver to require passwords to deactivate. These are the different characteristics of the operating systems. They might be device dependent, where run only on a specific type of computer. Another are the proprietary softwares, privately uh, owned and limited specific vendor or computer model, device independence that run on the many manufactured computers, downward compatible and upward compatible. So the different types of the operating systems. So one of the when operating system is divided into the different categories. One is the single user operating systems, multi-user operating system, and real-time operating systems. So the operating system, single user operating system, basically these are the like the DOS. Microsoft DOS is a completely command line interface in a single user operating systems. So we can categorize into the batch operating systems where the users of the batch operating systems do not interact with the computer directly. Each user prepares a job and offline device like a punch card and submits it to the computer operator. To speed up the processing job with the similar needs are based together and run on a group. The programmers leave their programs with the operator, and the operator then sort the program and similar requirements into the batches. So it perform the following, create the following problems with the batch systems: lack of interaction between the user and the job. CPU is one of the ideal because the speed of the mechanical IO device is the slower than the CPU, difficult to provide the desired priority. Time sharing operating system. Time sharing operating system is a technique which enable many people located at a various terminals to use a particular computer system at the same time. Time sharing or multitasking is a logical extension of multi-programming. Processor time, which is shared among multiple users simultaneously, is termed as time sharing. The main difference between the multi-program based system and time sharing system is that in a case of multi-programmed batch system, the objective is to maximize the processor use, where in a time sharing system, the objective is to minimize the response time. So, in a multi-program based system, the major function or major objective is to maximize the processor, and in a time sharing systems, the major objective is to minimize the response time. So, whereas the multiple uh, jobs are executed by the CPU by switching between them, but the switches occurs so frequently so the users can receive an immediate response. For example, in a transaction processing, the processor execute each user program in a short burst quantum or computation. That is, if n users are present, then each user can get a time quantum. So major advantages of the time sharing operating systems: provide the advantage of quick response, provide the duplication of the software, it reduces the CPU uh, ideal time. The major disadvantages: it creates the problem of reliability and question of the security and integrity, problem of data communications. So along with the standalone operating systems, we can use the uh, Windows operating systems, and we can use the versions with the Windows. And Windows is one of the Microsoft product. It depends upon the hardware compatibility, and if we use the one of the hardware or the Intel based systems, we can use the Windows. If we can use one of the both Intel as well as Macintosh, so we can use the Intel based Mac hardware systems. So if we use the only uh, Macintosh, so we can use the Apple product. So these are the different versions with the Windows XP. It's one of the fast reliable Windows operating systems. Different nowadays uh, architectures or the operating systems are available: 64-bit and 128-bit, 30 and Windows Vista, and there are the different features that depends upon over the reliability of the operating system, the performance, security. Macintosh, it's one of the Apple product. Unix, Unix nowadays provide the flexibility and power, and Linux is also available in a GUI environment, and also the type of the soft operating system are used for the uh, multi-user operating systems, or we can use for the server-based operating system. So the embedded operating systems we can use, they are found on the smartphones and smart devices. So another are the distributed operating systems. So the distributed systems use the multiple central processors to serve multiple real-time applications and multiple users. So the data processing jobs are distributed among the processors accordingly. The major advantages of the distributed systems. Distributed systems are with the resources sharing facility. A user at a one set site may be able to use the resources available to uh, or resources available at one another, speed up the exchange of the data with one another through the email, and to provide the better services to the customers, also reduce the load on the host computer. Another are the network operating systems. So network operating systems run on the servers and provides the servers the capability to manage the data, users, groups, security, applications, and other networking functions. So the major or the primary purpose of the network operating system is to allow shared file and printer access among the multiple computers in a network. For example, network operating system may be the Windows Server 2003, 2008, 12, Unix, Linux, Macintosh, and the major advantages, they provide the centralized servers are highly stable, security is the server managed, upgrades to the new technologies, remote access to the servers if possible, and other are the real-time operating systems. So it consists on the two types: one the hard real-time systems and other soft real-time systems. Hard real-time systems guarantee that critical tasks complete on a time, and a hard real-time system secondary storage is limited or missing, and the data is stored in a ROM. In a soft real-time systems are less restrictive. Critical real-time tasks get the priority over other tasks and retain the priority until it completes. So that soft real-time systems have the limited utility than the hardware real-time. For example, multimedia, virtual reality. So the real-time operating systems time interval to process and respond to input is a very small, like it the major example where we can use the real-time operating system in the military software systems and space software systems, and the most designs are based on the event driven and time sharing. So real time or operating system, or we can say the RTOs, is an operating system intended as several real time application that process the data as it comes in a typically without buffer delays. So a real time system uh, it basically is one of the data processing system in which the time interval required to process and respond input is so small that it controls the environment. The processing must be done within the defined constraints or the system will fail. They either are event driven or time sharing. Event driven system switches between the tasks based on their priorities, while time sharing system switch the tasks based on the clock interrupt. Embedded Linux is one of the scaled down Linux operating system that use the PDS and the Symbian operating systems. One of the open source perform the multitasking, and these type of the it is a design for the smartphones. Virus is a program basically which perform the one of the malfunction, potentially damaging the computers. Uh, it's a one of the program which lie in a dormant situations. An IUL message or image is displayed on the computer screen when the virus affects the systems. So definitely the sign of the viruses might be displayed. So an unusual sound or music plays randomly, or we can say that some time the file or the data might be the missing, and some directory, some files might be the corrupt, and the operating system run much slower than as compared to their routines. So जैसे कि we know that uh, कि viruses are one of the program and we need to remove the viruses. We have to install the antiviruses or upgrade the some files or the protection status, or we can say that uh, antiviruses must be the uh, upgraded, so that antivirus identifies and remove the viruses from the memory storage or any type of the media. So updation, yeah, updated frequently is required. Spyware, it's one of the program that placed on a computer without the user's knowledge that secretly collect the information about the user. Spyware remover is a program that detect and delete the spywares. Internet filters, program that remove or block certain items from being displayed. File compression utility that shrink the size of the files to free up room and improve the performance. So we can create the one of the zip files by using the complex techniques. So you can use pkzip or winzip on a Windows operating systems. Another are the media players. We can use the media players to view our images, animation, or listen video and audio files. Also, we can read or write the one of the softwares through the CD and DVD burning softwares. We can write the text, graphics, audio, video files. Personal computer maintenance utility, it identifies and fixes the operating system problem or the disk problems. So thank you very much. Now this chapter is ended. If you have any question, you may ask. Thank you very much. Thank you, dear students.